Blake is here. Name a funny example of a famous person you're related to. Well, I guess, what does it mean by a funny example? Because okay, I'll tell you a really funny example because I have a lot of famous cousins on a lot of sides for myself. So just talking about this side, my dad's side, Frida Goldberg. Well, Frida had a daughter named Betty, and Betty had a daughter named Jill. And Jill is a famous actress. I've mentioned her before, Jill St. John. Anyone that's seen Diamonds Are Forever, James Bond, she was the Bond girl in Diamonds Are Forever, famous redhead. So it makes sense, the ginger running through. So that's my dad's side. On my mom's side, I descend from the Mills Music Publishing family. My great-grandfather, Jack Ekoff, was the general sales manager for the company. His obituary was on the front page of Billboard magazine in 1963. So that should tell you how important he was in the music industry. And in the Mills Music family, one of my cousins is Martin Mills, one of the sons of the famous Mills brothers. And Martin Mills went on to become a famous photographer. And well, who was one of those famous people that he did photography for? My other cousin, Jill St. John. So I have photographs of my dad's cousin, Jill St. John, taken by my mom's cousin, Martin Mills. So I would say that's a funny example of two famous people I'm related to connecting to each other. But I honestly have a lot of famous connections within my recent family history. A lot of that largely having to do with my, on my dad's side, I like to say it's kind of like a Hollywood family, a lot of family working in the entertainment industry, but very specifically kind of film and TV and stuff like that. And then on my mom's side, I have a lot of people in the entertainment industry as well, but much more on the music side and the theater side of things. But a lot of movie stuff. So like on my mom's side, my second great grandmother, Jane Moscow, had a brother, Sam Moscow, who was the head of the Southeastern Division of Columbia Pictures in the early 1900s. He got my great-grandfather Morris into that industry. And then my great-grandfather Morris ended up going on to make movies, which you can find them on YouTube. Let's pull up one of my great-grandfather's movies. Actually, I'll pull up the one that my grandmother claims she is the actual writer for. But because of the times, female writer could not be. So this video right here, the case of the babysitter and the Hatbox Mystery. These are movies that my great grandfather Morris Nunes. This is what he did. So make sure. So the case. So he went out in the 1940s, did these movies. Unfortunately, while he was out there in California doing these movies, he had a heart attack and died. My grandfather was actually out there doing the movies with him, along with other cousins. So I have some like I have cousins in these movies. Like my great grandfather's brother is in the movie, and like others are in the movie briefly. And Myron A. Nunes, that's my great grandfather. Or no, actually, that's my grandfather. Myron Nunes is my grandfather. Corey Nunes is my great grandfather. Although his like official name was Morris, but he went by Morris. So RCA Pictures, but he went on, or not he went on, but before he went out to California to work in the film industry. So executive producer Morris Nunes, that's my great grandfather. He went on to the music, or not before he went out for the movie industry. He was the owner of a lot of theaters throughout New Haven, Connecticut. Most famously, the Schubert Theater. So if anyone's ever been to Connecticut, especially New Haven, you probably have heard of the Schubert Theater. But one of the other famous theaters he was an owner of was the Whaley Theater. But he owned a lot of theaters, and because of that, I had a lot of family working in the theaters. Like, I remember one of the things that was said was that At my great grandfather's funeral, Morris's funeral, one of the like it was just a slew of all these prominent actors and actresses, and one of my cousins that I talked to that was around for that said that the one that stood out that he remembered was Mary Astor was there. So Mary Astor, very famous actress of the time. So yeah, lots and lots of connections that I have in the entertainment. So I think Hatbot Mixer. I think this is the one where my great grandfather's brother is in it. He's like eating burgers at a counter. Look who it is! Let's see. Where's the count? Okay, here we go. So this scene coming up, it's my great grandfather. That guy walking in right there. That's Bob Noons. That's Bob Noons right there. That's my great grandfather's brother. Get himself 2 burgers. I'll have 2. I'll have 2. Let's see that. Let's see that again. Look at that acting. Yeah, it's all in the family. Robert Abraham Nunes. Actually, Robert Abraham Nunes Voss. Second great uncle. There he is. Yeah, this photo right here is from my grandparents' wedding. Whoa. Okay, so that's my great aunt Jane. That's my great grandparents right there. So that's Jenny, and that's Morris. That's my grandparents. They just got married. That is my great grandparents, Jack Ecoff and Mary Casino. And Jack is the one whose obituary was on the front page of Billboard magazine. So he's the general sales manager at Mills Music Publishing. And then here's Bob. Here's great Uncle Bob. Let's go back, watch that. Yeah. So so cool, so cool. Yeah, very close, very close. Have you ever considered working in the film industry also? Well, I mean, this isn't exactly it. But yes, yes, I have. And in fact, technically, I did work in the film industry a little bit.